In today's video, we will be going over every Separatist starfighter and variant, put in those hyperdrive coordinates, and blast off. 2. The Variable Geometry Self-Propelled Battle Droid Mark I, or the Vulture Droid, Vulture representing the class of this droid starfighter, constructed by the religious mechanics of the Char Cathedral factories and Hyena Droid engineering corporations. The Vulture Droid relied on mass numbers during the Clone Wars due to them being between cheap but extremely maneuverable thanks to no pilot but a droid brain. The Vulture Droid had the ability to walk around in a non-flight mode and was armed with 2 twin blaster cannons, 2 energy torpedo launchers, and a buzz droid missile. The Vulture's hull was plated with light non-magnetic alloys with visual sensors and active sensor eyes. This cheap but effective starfighter in the backbone of the Separatist Navy would run you around 40,000 credits. The much more expensive and larger Hyena-class droid fighter and bomber was produced by Baktoid Armor Workshop. The Hyena class also processed a walking mode much like its smaller starfighter counterpart, the Vulture Droid. These bombers' armaments consisted of 4 quad-light laser cannons and a payload of 6 concussion missiles, 6 proton torpedoes, and 4 proton bombs. Equipped with a sturdy hull and an integrated droid brain, the Hyena-class droid bomber could run you around 120,000 credits. The Droid Triighter was designed by Calicoid Creation Ness, the same designer of the Droideka. The Droid Triighter was small, quick, and nimble. This gave the Triighter a dogfight role, armed with 1 heavy laser cannon, 3 light laser cannons, and 6 variety missiles, carrying concussion, proton, and buzz droid missiles and torpedoes. The Droid Triighter was produced by Flak, Arfak, Automata, and Kala Designs. Equipped with a droid brain, the Droid Triighter could run you around 40,000 credits. The heavy missile platform Droid Gunship, or the HMB Droid Gunship, was designed by both Hyena Droid engineering and the Geonosian Bug people, manufactured by Baktoid Fleet Ordnance as a heavy repulsor lift airspeeder designed to kill. The Droid Gunship armament consisted of 2 dual medium laser cannons, 1 heavy or medium laser cannon, 2 twin light laser cannon turrets, 14 missile racks, and a variety of missiles and torpedoes. The HMB Droid Gunship ran off of a predatory droid brain and processed the ability to transport a variety of 12 droids at a time. This Separatist Droid Gunship could run you around 60,000 credits. The Zinvas 33 Yumbaran starfighter was manufactured by Ghost Armaments. This unique Separatist joint Yumbaran starfighter featured a ray-shielded cockpit, flexible airframe, and required a single pilot to operate the craft. The Zinvas 33 was armed with electromagnetic plasma cannons and 2 mounted missile pods. Fun fact: this starfighter was inspired by the cervical vertebrae of the long-extinct dinosaur, the Apatosaurus. The Apatosaurus. The Genefix-class Fanblade starfighter was built and produced by Geonosian company Huplapaska Tisk Shipwrights Collective and featured a large solar sail that gave it the name the Fanblade starfighter. This starfighter was also equipped with shields, life support, and 2 laser cannons if things got a little hairy. Also possessing a hyperdrive system, at least 6 of these Fanblade starfighters would be utilized by Sith apprentice Asajj Ventress throughout the Clone Wars. The laser cannons on this starfighter could penetrate the armored hull of a Venator Star Destroyer. The Legend Scarreb class starfighter was created by Hyena Droid engineering as a droid starfighter. The Scarreb class droid starfighter was introduced in 32 BBY as the predecessor of the Vulture Droid, armed with 4 blaster cannons and equipped with shields, with a price tag of 17,000 credits. The Rogue-class Porax 38 Starfighter was manufactured by both the Naboo invading Bactoid Armor Workshop and the Utapauan Booper Torskill Abbey devices. Often piloted by Separatist Magna Guards, the Rogue-class Starfighters were armed with 2 heavy laser cannons and very versatile. Rogue classes were modified with jamming devices, data buffers, and cloaking devices. Piloted by a single pilot, this starfighter had life support, hyperdrive systems, shielding, and was directly inspired by the real-life Lockheed P-38 Lightning. The Solus 1 was a modified Belbulab 22 starfighter piloted by CIS Separatist leader General Grievous. The Solus 1 was modified with impervium coating all along its hull as a reinforced alloy. Also modded with a sensor jamming countermeasure, the Solus 1 was nicknamed the Spineless One since Grievous often retreated from confrontation. The Legends Novasord Space Superiority Fighter was built and produced by Sublight Products Corporation and was considered an expensive and costly starfighter, costing up to 145,000 credits. The Novasord was armed with 2 laser cannons and 3 concussion missiles. This Separatist starfighter was also possessing a hyperdrive system and operated by a single pilot and 1 passenger. The Geonosian Nantex class territorial defense starfighter was created by Huplapaska Tisk Shipwrights Collective. The Nantex class starfighter was armed with 1 purple laser cannon, my favorite color, and 100 tiny tractor beam projectors to aid in precision. Featuring a 360-degree view on the single pilot canopy, the Nantex also sported incredible maneuverability, speed, and shielding. The Menkimvim, probably butchered the hell out of that one, A14 Lite interceptor was manufactured by the mega corporation Techno Union, led by foreman Wat Tambor, that constructed a factory on the planet Utapau to produce the Menkimvim interceptor. The Separatist interceptor was also built by Fethan Otra Scalable Assemblies in the capital of Utapau, Pau City. This interceptor was armed with 2 rapid-fire laser cannons and possessed a compact deflector shield generator. The Techno Union created this quick, versatile, single-piloted interceptor for local defense. Much like the Nantex, it did not possess a hyperdrive system. The Cutlass 9 Patrol Starfighter was manufactured by Soro Sub Corporations for protection of Soro Sub interests across the galaxy. Introduced in 22 BBY, this patrol starfighter possessed shields and a hyperdrive with an armament of 2 medium laser cannons and 8 concussion missiles. This single-piloted starship was solely created for Soro Sub defense, but many Cutlass 9 patrol starfighters found their way in the grasp of the Separatists. The Cutlass 9 patrol starfighter could run you around 65,000 credits. The Legends Tempest I was constructed by the Outer Rim territories of the Valahari system. A prototype would be piloted by Tophin Vane, a Force-sensitive Separatist hero. Later on in the Tempest I seen mass production at the Harco station by the Tophin Raiders that sided with the Confederacy of Independent Systems. The Tempest I featured a harpoon gun, backward-facing laser cannons for dogfights, missiles, and a astromech counterpart, the XT Droid. Precursor to the HMP gunship, the Mechanized Assault Flyer, or MAF, was constructed by Heyer Schall Engineering and crewed and operated by 2 pilots and 1 gunner. These gunships were armed with 2 beam cannons, 1 turreted laser cannon, 2 side pod laser cannons, and missile launchers. And if you're a kid like me, back in the day, you would remember these from the Battlefront games from the PS2. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace!